shot. He starts out, clears it ahead to Bordelot. Bordelot steps in over the line, gives it to Artlevson. There's the shot. They score!
Well, that's the first power play goal in the series for the Canucks. And it's their first goal on Ken Dryden after 122 minutes and 17 seconds of play, going back to the first period of Game 3 in Vancouver. And it was the shot from Ottolifson, and Gould, cutting in front of Dryden, deflected it between his legs. The Canucks threw the puck around well. Ottolifson took a look, picked his spot, let Ori make a move, and Gould played it perfectly from in front of Dryden. The power play goal, and the Canucks lead 1-0.
Face off to the left of Gary Smith. Vancouver leading Montreal 1-0. The Hobley centers it. Robinson shoots it, and it's stopped and gloved by Smith. Murray on the boards. LaFleur trying to get it loose. It's loose and clear to the right side of Rushmore. He couldn't come up with it. Now Grisdale. To Rushmore, ahead on the left side. Monahan. LaFleur handing it off to Gainey with Peter Mahovlich. Peter Mahovlich to Gainey, going into Mahovlich. He scores!
That's a textbook play, a 2-on-1 break. Watch it. Gainey and Mahovlich. It goes from Gainey to Big Peter. Grisdale, the lone man, back. And on the return pass, Gainey has Grisdale and goaltender Smith well out of position, especially Smith. And Pete Mahovlich had nothing to do but put it into the empty net to tie the game. The first pass, the return pass, very alert play by Gainey. And Smith and Grisdale really mesmerized by the play.
In this period for Montreal, Gould in the first period for Vancouver. That represents the scoring story. Head mounting the puck to Cornwall, going to the goal. To score!
Fergie pointed out at the top of the show the improved play of Yvan Cournoyer has meant a lot to the Canadiens in this series. And this is vintage Cournoyer. Murray Wilson sends him into the open. Wilson with a good heads-up head-man pass, as Danny mentioned, and Cournoyer flying is in back of the defense, draws Smith well out of position, and from a fairly sharp angle as he swung around the Vancouver goaltender, he finds the corner. So the Canadiens, on goals by Mahovlich and now Cournoyer, have taken a 2-1 lead.
Set Murray Wilson, aging numéro 25, Jacques Lemaire. À 4 minutes 21 secondes. Canadiens goal scored by number 12, Yvan Cournoyer. Assist number 17, Murray Wilson. And number 25, Jacques Lemaire. At 4 minutes, 21 seconds.
So a penalty now coming up against the Montreal Canadiens. And Don Ori is going to the penalty box, and here's a big opportunity now for Vancouver to utilize their power play in the all-out effort to get the tying goal. There you see, Dick, your Cournoyer goal.
À 40 secondes. Canadiens penalty number 24, Don Ori. 2 minutes for tripping. At 4 minutes, 40 seconds.
It's Boudreau, Lalonde, O'Flaherty, Kearns, and Daly for Vancouver. Daly couldn't hold it in. It's swept away from him by Savard. Montreal with Savard, Roberts, Robinson, and Lapointe. Now Vancouver starting out. O'Flaherty feeds it to Daly in on the right side. Daly trying to get it in there. Now it comes in front. Canadiens fail to clear it. Here's Kearns taking a shot. And that changed direction and went wide. Daly took a shot off Savard's stick, and it's over the glass.
Don Ori in the penalty box with 1:28 to serve. And the Canucks, whose only goal in the hockey game came on a power play, have another man advantage situation in their favor. As we mentioned, that was the first power play goal of the series for Vancouver, the one scored by Gould. Danny Savard has done a fine job killing penalties for Montreal. He's out there up front with Jimmy Roberts.
A minute and 28 48 seconds left in the penalty. 14:48 to play in the second period. Now it's Daly from the line, giving it to Kearns. He gets it into Bordelot. Back to Kearns. Kearns over to Daly on the right side. A high shot. Dryden gets a whistle after catching it.
Those scoring plays for the Canadiens. Mahovlich, his second of the series from Gainey and Lafleur at 1:40, and then Cournoyer, his third from Wilson and Lemaire at 4:21. And with that goal, Yvan Cournoyer now has 52 playoff goals. He is 7th in the all-time goal list for Stanley Cup competition. He has moved ahead of his one-time line mate, Frank Mahovlich, who had 51.
Now we have Lieber on with Odlefson and Bordelot. Robitaille takes a shot, knocked down by Lapointe, and he cleared it down the ice. Vancouver. Odlefson clearing it on the left side. Up to center to pick it up is Gould. Gould across the line. Still with it. Drops it back to Robitaille, and he whistles his shot. They score! Bordelot! Robitaille, Dick got that great point shot away, as we mentioned earlier in the game. He has it. And the rebound was left there for Bordelot.
Well, the Canucks have now scored 2 power play goals tonight after going through the first 4 games without any. There is the shot, the rebound, and all alone at the side of the net is Bordelot, who scored the first Vancouver goal in this series, and we have a tie hockey game at 2-2. Good shot by Robitaille with Lieber out in front of Dryden, and he seems to kick it over to Bordelot, who scores the goal.
Boudria, number 7, after Roberts. Boudria gets it clear, gives it to O'Flaherty. He takes the low shot wide. Here's Kearns going in, and he fired it wide. Some pressure here by Vancouver. Boudria getting set. They score!
Well, I'll tell you, the Canucks did something there that they had prevented the Canadiens from doing, and that's put some sustained pressure on around the other team's net. And I think it was Andre Boudria who got the goal. It came through the proverbial maze out in front, caromed in off Dryden. And the Canucks have battled back after being beaten for 2 quick goals early in this period, have now taken a 3-2 lead. But the Canucks, for the last several minutes, have been intercepting passes. They have been beating the Canadiens to the puck, and it paid off.
Time comes out on the left wing. Goes to center. Flicked it in there. And the penalty to Murray has expired. Dryden out of the net. It's Wilson trying to shake off Rochefort. He can't. O'Flaherty gets it back to the line to Daly. There's the shot. They score! I believe O'Flaherty tipped it in. And Vancouver leading 4-2.
The Canucks weathered a tremendous storm and then come back to score one of their own to move ahead by 2. Good move by Daly to keep it inside the blue line, and it banked off, I think, Savard's skate, possibly the Canuck, who was tied up in front, in off Dryden, and it's 4-2 Vancouver, and Phil Maloney reacts accordingly. Danny, the Canadiens had that pressure on, the Canucks withstood it, and there is the dead silence that is in the area of the Montreal bench. That's not a still picture, friends. That's the Canadiens. There is the shot. As it caroms in, it caught Dryden on that left leg. We'll wait for the...
Kicked it out on the short side. Peter Mahovlich over for Robinson. Robinson gives it to Gainey. Gainey back to Robinson. And it rolls into the center ice area. Robinson to Lafleur to Gainey. There's his shot. This time it was Pratt clearing it out. Robinson again trying. Canucks staying right on top of the Canadiens. There's the back pass to Bard over to Peter Mahovlich. Who's Mahovlich going in a goal? He scores! Game out there tonight for Vancouver. Here's Rochefort coming in. He passes it back, and Lafleur comes up with it. Lafleur fanned on the pass. Then he got it to Wilson. Wilson is over the line. There's the shot. Oh, and a save. A splendid save on the short side by Smith. He had to move quickly. It was headed for the area between him and the post. Daly Coming out, he lost it. Here's Lafleur playing it to the other side. Now Cournoyer coming in. Cournoyer shoots. Oh! That was probably the best save. Here's Cournoyer trying to dig it out. That was a booming blast by Cournoyer. Smith just got his glove on it. Now Cournoyer behind the net with Lafleur. Lafleur to Gainey. Back to Lafleur. Right in front. They score!
As the Canadiens celebrate, a dejected Gary Smith finally makes it to his feet. And I think a dejected Dennis Kearns has left the ice, because I believe the replay of this goal is going to show that it was deflected into the Vancouver net by the defenseman Kearns. But the Canadiens have eliminated the Vancouver Canucks. Well, here's the
numéro
announcement.
12, Yvan Cournoyer.
Oh, they give it to Yvan Cournoyer.
Avec match numéro 10, Guy Lafleur. Et du numéro 23, Bob Gainey. À 17 minutes 6 secondes. Canadiens goal scored by number 12, Yvan Cournoyer. Assist number 10, Guy Lafleur. And number 23, Bob Gainey. At 17 minutes, 6 seconds.
17:06 of the overtime period, and the Roadrunner, Yvan Cournoyer. Now, wait a minute. He is saying that he didn't touch the puck. I'm sure of that. I'm sure of that, because it appeared from here, we haven't seen a replay of it yet, that it was deflected into the net before it got to where Cournoyer was positioned in front of the net. We'll wait and check it in a moment from the Forum in Montreal, the Stanley Cup playoffs. Better. We're taking another look at it right here. And we'll take it, check it, and see if it goes in off Kearns. So it came from the corner. Now, a closer look, and we'll see. I don't know if we're going to swing the camera over in time to get it, but I don't think it gets to Cournoyer. It's in the net in any event. He skated to the announcer's bench and said something, so maybe he told them that he didn't score it. Well, there's the final score.